Last year, we saw Mike White be dominant, throwing for over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns versus the eventual AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. Then he followed that game up as the caveat with like a 4 interception game versus the Bills. Now, this year, obviously, versus a very decimated Bears team, 3 touchdowns over 300 yards, great on your fantasy stat sheet, even better for your fantasy assets because suddenly we saw Elijah Moore catch a touchdown. As I said, last year after his brilliant debut, for the 4 weeks that he played, he immediately followed it up with a total stinker. So this needs to come with the caveat that sometimes people have brilliant games. It doesn't mean it's going to be smooth sailing. I mean, we've seen that with Zach Wilson, but this matchup is with Minnesota. And it's one of the best matchups for a quarterback. They've allowed the most passing yards to opposing quarterbacks. And clearly Mike White has a big arm. So yeah, I'm interested.
I get that some quarterbacks could slip through the cracks. They could not to be Tom Brady, but could be in that, right, you know, or Tony Romo, the ones who are not really highly touted. They kind of just find a way to make it and are successful in the NFL. But like Kurt Warner. Said, Jen, Kurt Warner, another great one. But like you said, and I'm glad you pointed that out, those games last year, he did follow it up with stinkers. He had more interceptions than touchdowns when he played last year. He had a 4 interception game, a 2 interception game, and a 2 interception game. The only game he didn't was when he only threw 11 passes, and it was still a loss. And he went 1-3 with losses to Buffalo, Indianapolis, and the Patriots. We all remember them beating the Super Bowl losing Bengals. I'm not ready to be like Mike White is the answer. Mike White is the guy. It's a great matchup versus the Vikings. But I would not be shocked if he has another multi-interception game and whatever happened last week does not really repeat again this week.